What's going down, everybody? My name is Hutch, and I post Call of Duty videos on the internet. I said that wrong. That's like my own catchphrase, and I said it wrong. I play Call of Duty, and I put... What the fuck is my phrase? My name is Hutch. I make Call of Duty videos, and I put them on the internet. There we go. And today, playing a little free-for-all on Crisis with the L96 Sniper, which is not a good idea. It's just not a good idea to snipe in a free-for-all in this game. You can get away with it in like COD 4, but even then it wasn't even a good idea. In Modern Warfare 2, a little more so, and in this game, just I got lucky. I don't even win in free-for-all with a sniper, let alone get a good score. So, anyways, the gameplay speaks for itself. This was the night of the patch, and so I was eager to get in there and see if I could actually do anything with the sniper, and I came up with this game. Anyways, so I decided to put a little question and answer session out on Twitter. And if you guys have no idea that Twitter exists, I'll put a link to my Twitter in the description of the video. It's also in the toolbar. I kind of revamped the toolbar to make it a little bit more relevant because I wasn't really using it a whole lot. And now I'm a lot happier with it. It's just a good way for you guys to keep up with everything. It's got a playlist for all the Black Ops commentaries I've done and will do. It's got a playlist for the progression series I did, which is the history of Call of Duty. It's got a link to my Twitter and Facebook page. Anyway, so I put it out there on Twitter. You know, if you guys have any questions about Call of Duty or me or life, things like that, ask me a question and I'll answer it. And so I'm gonna try and skim through these and pick out the best ones. So, Mr. Pie777 asked, when you first started out in all this commentary YouTube, did you ever think you'd be in the position you are now? No. Back then, everybody just did it for fun. There was no money involved. Not that money is a bad thing, but it was purely recreation. I really, really enjoyed it, and I still do enjoy it. The first commentary I ever did was over a Sniper Tips for Beginners series that I did for World of War, and I thought to myself, hey, can't I just plug up a mic and do voiceover? And so I tried doing that, and around the same time, either a little bit before or a little bit after, Blame Truth started doing commentaries over his entire games, like a full-on, team deathmatch. And I wasn't really aware of him at the time, and he wasn't really aware of me at the time, as far as I know. It's just funny that we both started doing it around the same time, and then I saw him doing that over gameplays, and people started asking me to do it, and I was like, okay, but I never thought that it would actually get me a job. I knew that I wanted to work in gaming media somehow. I dreamed one day of working at a place like 1UP in San Francisco, and then this happened. So, okay, Nadtor, Nadtor asked, I don't mean to be rude with you. Is your pay good or just enough to live on? I want to be a games journalist. Well, technically I'm not a games journalist, but and I truthfully have no idea how my salary stacks up to other people in the gaming media, but I have a good salary. I'm not gonna say the number, but I'm not rich, but I live pretty comfortably. Like I don't live paycheck to paycheck anymore, which is nice. But yeah, I think it pays well. It pays better than any other job I've ever had. Jamesum5 asked, would you say your move to Machinima has changed the way you deal with people in the community? I'd say yeah. When I got the job at Machinima, all of a sudden I think a lot of people were treating me like the Robert Bowling of Machinima. So whenever there was any kind of questionable video that was posted, I would get spammed with messages, and if nothing was done about it, then I would kind of bear the brunt of the situation and feel the blame. So for a while there, I was getting a little bit kind of hostile. Like I didn't really know how to deal with it, and I wasn't really liking all the attention. But I feel like lately I've kind of found my groove again, and pretty happy about that. So let's just keep on going. Yeah. Game battles should be hosted by, this is from Chad Calhoun. Game battles should be hosted by a third party acting as a pseudo dedicated server. Your thoughts on that? I agree. I think that game battles, especially for a game like Call of Duty, is pretty flawed if it's not on a LAN because it's such a connection-based game. So the difference between a 3-bar and a 4-bar, especially in a game like Call of Duty Black Ops, is more often than not the difference between winning and losing. And oftentimes you'll have an entire team with 4 bars and the opposing team has 3, and that's just I don't know. That's a huge advantage. So Dong for Dung asks, what is my biggest fear? My biggest fear, hands down, is landing in an airplane. I hate it. I hate it so much. If I can avoid taking planes the rest of my life, I will, but I'm going to have to. So Scott Pilgrim 910 asks, what is the most foolish thing you have ever said? Humorous. Okay. Immediately something comes to mind is I was seeing this girl from, we worked together way back in the day. This is like 4 years ago. And not to get a little graphic on you, but we were in the shower. We weren't even fooling around. We were just taking a shower. And I leaned in and I jokingly said, I think I'm temporarily in love with you. And it was totally a joke, but oh my god, it did not go over well. Guys, I know that joke sounds hilarious in your head. I know it sounded hilarious in my head, but probably want to hold off on saying that to a girl. God. What a retard I was. If you have the chance to bring any sniper from another game and have it do the same damage and accuracy, what would it be? I get some kind of form of this question a lot, and it's basically, like, what's your favorite sniper? And I don't care. Whatever sniper drops somebody in one bullet from the stomach or higher is fine by me. So, fuck the M40, fuck the intervention, fuck the Barrett. I mean, like, at the time it's great, but right now I like the PSG-1 and the L96, so I really don't care. Sir Firebird asks, what are your tips on getting semi-noticed on YouTube, and how do you deal with haters? So, as far as, like, I don't know if I can answer that question honestly right now, because the way that I went about it was a lot different because there was a lot less people then. I would say if you put quality time into what you're doing, if you don't sound like you're trying to please everybody with a video, then and if you're just having fun, then that's a really good start. And there's nothing wrong with networking. Like, box for box isn't a bad thing. Like, I have people in my box, but it's people whose content I enjoy and are friends of mine. So I think networking is totally important, but it can't be superficial and shallow. Otherwise, people see right through that, I think. And how do you deal with haters? Don't ask me that question because I'm still figuring that out. Michael Savage, Mikkul Savage, asks, when did you realize you had a knack for gaming or sniping in particular? When I had GoldenEye, okay, so first of all, I played copious amounts of video games when I was a kid, but when I had GoldenEye, I remember going through the level Aztec on the hardest difficulty and recording the entire thing on VHS, and I was super obsessive about it, and I think that was the time that I realized that I was really into gaming. Mr. Ace83 asks, what's the most successful perk to use in Demolition on Nuketown? I would say Flak Jacket. So, I think that's going to wrap it up unless I can find one more question here. Come on. Okay, Winster99 asks, how do you know what you're going to talk about in the video? Do you have anything written down? Because I need some video tips. I've only written something down for a video one time, and it was because I thought it was a pretty important video and I didn't want to slack off on it. And oftentimes, like, especially lately, I've had to restart my commentary a couple times because I try to have like a little bit more energy, because people kind of don't like it when I'm lethargic and I give sort of like blah commentaries. So I don't know, I would just say relax and pretend like you're having a conversation with a friend. That's usually what I do. Anyways, if you guys want me to do more Q&As like this, let me know. Hope you're having a good holiday break, and I'll talk to you guys later.